It's time now for Upon Further Review, brought to you by Ogeechee Technical College, Education with Purpose, and by Dr. Lincoln Lippincott with the Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro. And now, here they are, Josh Aubrey and Nate Hirsch.
And we're happy to welcome you into a brand new week of Upon Further Review, along with Josh, part of the Statesboro Herald's online team. This is Nate. We're up top of ERA, Hirsch Real Estate Team, buying or selling real estate. Talk to the experts. They're downstairs at ERA, Hirsch Real Estate Team, 408 South Zetterauer Avenue. All right, it's the weekend after everybody's talking about...
Talk about the Georgia Southern Eagles.
Oh, I thought it was the tennis. Right? Isn't there? No, they're not talking about tennis.
I don't think so.
Did Serena lose?
I think she did.
That's not supposed to happen, right?
And it's not. Well, she was going for the grand
And
salami.
the two Italian ladies won, and then the winner retired right after the match. No, more important locally, it stopped raining right before the game.
Yeah, well, too late for me. I had to do the tailgate show.
I was going to say, by the way, okay, it was dark. I couldn't find them after the game. Where were those little houses set up?
There was, well, which way you're looking. If you're looking
coming in from the Bishop
they're on the
building
left.
side, yeah.
They're on the left when you're going into the stadium.
Okay.
They're over there by where they had the EFAA and they had the GATA Club.
Okay. Those people probably had a pretty good...
Big giant tent there. And,
right?
And yeah.
But I'm talking about those houses which everybody's talking about.
It was Ryan Nowicki's
He rented
uncle.
them all. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's nice in there.
Okay.
And you know what? The good thing about that place
I
is...
figured that's where you do your tailgate show.
When you're finished, you leave. There's no cleanup. There's no setup. There's no cleanup. You show up and you leave.
For $5,000? You ought to be able to set up.
If you've got that kind of cash, it's worth it.
All right, this man off the air says to me after he comes back from West Virginia, I'll tell everybody what you
Sure,
said.
go ahead.
All right. Fabian Upshaw at West Virginia, while he was having his problems, might have made some better reads if he'd have pitched the ball a couple of times, you thought.
I did.
And you looked at the video, Matt Breida might have been open. Well, the whole team played a tremendous game Saturday night. Fabian Upshaw, you had to be happy for him.
Right. And
you know,
I love to have seen him at the post, but they didn't bring him out.
You know, you have to request these people.
Yes.
Only top 5.
Yes.
But he certainly, not only did he make the right reads, he ran well. Matt Breida, again, only 11 carries, right?
Very
economical.
11 carries, 4 of them were touchdowns, Nate.
Yeah.
Over a third of his carries resulted in touchdowns.
Again, and of course the running.
Well, and then the Fields kid, who we haven't seen all year.
Wesley Fields.
82 yards on 6 carries.
Freshman.
Yeah.
Okay, so L.A. Ramsby really didn't get. His yardage was pretty tough, you know.
Right. Well, he was running more through, between the tackles and picking up some hard yards. I think he carried it 14 or 15 times.
Yeah. Anyway,
it was well spread out.
We completed 1 pass. It's irrelevant.
7 yards total in the air and 400 on the ground.
But the defense gave up the short stuff.
Well, listen, to me, the offense is one of the reasons for the defense's success because you're on the field, you're sustaining some drives. Of course, there was a couple quick scores, but for the most part, they ate some clock. The defense got a chance to rest and then come out fresh. And they had a great game plan for those guys. I mean, this was people just see Western Michigan, just like I'm sure the people in Western Michigan, Georgia Southern who.
Right, that's exactly
let's be realistic, but this is probably the best team to come into Statesboro.
Willie Fritz said that.
Yeah.
So
we've been around.
The big thing was their opening drive, which again the kickoff guy did so well against Michigan State. And Georgia Southern contained him.
Got him at the 8-yard line, I think, the first
And then they had a penalty back him up. But they only got a field goal out of what was a really good drive for them. And that's where you see that happen on the road to teams a lot, where you get a great first drive, but you don't get the touchdown, get the field goal. The Eagles come back, take the lead. Then when the ball got snapped over the punter's head, and he did the right thing in kicking it out of the end zone. But all of a sudden, then momentum started to swing. And if they had a chance, Matt Breida's run, and you'll have highlights.
The 34-yarder right before the end of the first half really gave it to them, and then they start out the second half with the 70-yard.
Yeah. That was big. So it was, I thought, listen, considering the rain, I know it hurt the walk-up traffic. The noise was tremendous.
Fourth biggest crowd. I mean, I know we're going to keep saying it,
right. That's still a lot of people to show up, and I was really worried because the rain really didn't stop till a little after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, my brother-in-law came. It was his first game in
Okay.
the new stadium. He was
Brought
very
us luck.
impressed.
Brought us luck. That's good. All right, as we like to say in our show, when you need legal advice in the Statesboro, Bulloch County area, we have the man for you to call on. That is Lovett Bennett Jr., attorney at law at PC. Lovett's office located in downtown Statesboro. Back with more in a moment on Upon Further Review.
It's 2015 model sell-off at Franklin Toyota. Now is your best time to buy because every 2015 model must be sold.
At Franklin Toyota, save up to $6,000 off new Camrys or get 0 APR for 72 months.
Find it today at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Do you ever wonder what that 15% savings cost you in service?
What's the name on the account?
My name is Mary, M-A-R-Y.
Who is this?
Mary.
Oh,
My
okay.
name is Mary.
Right.
Are you even listening to me?
Sure.
At Glenn Davis Insurance, we get to know you as a person. To us, you're not just another number. Together with Auto Owners Insurance, we can develop an insurance plan tailored to your specific needs. Glenn Davis and Associates. Call or come by today.
It's 2015 model sell-off at Franklin Toyota. Now is your best time to buy because every 2015 model must be sold.
At Franklin Toyota, save up to $5,000 off the new Prius or get 0 APR for 72 months.
Find it today at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Well, Josh, before we go any further, we'd like to, of course, welcome back to the show again this year, the University Store. By the way, I was over there on Friday, and I ran into our center, Andy Kwan.
You ran into him.
Well, I
Watch
saw
out.
he had his headphones on, and of course, I pointed out to Jennifer who he is, and he really kind of gave me a look like,
Yeah, because he knew you picked against the Eagles.
I said, "You're not watching the show on Thursday nights?" He just very serious. Then he smiled, and
Well, I told everybody, Nate's taking Western Michigan.
right, like they needed really a little. I'll tell you what, I'm sure our team always comes out, pumped. But when you see the video, everybody getting ready that they're going to tear the walls down in the place. Meanwhile, our University Store's got a lot of new items, and
Defending the Creek.
that's it. Hey, got that also. All right.
How about that?
Got some
There's
of
one.
those. What else we got here today?
This looks like a women's shirt, I believe, Nate. Or
Okay, a very small one, yes.
Game Day, Tailgate, Get Loose, Get Wild, Go Blue.
All right, got
There we
some of
go.
those there. All right.
And here's your
favorite.
the
what's
old
favorite?
gold, the old Jeff Price color.
Oh,
that
kind of thing.
brought it to our basketball.
Okay.
There
Anyway,
we go.
You can find it all at the University Store. All right, elsewhere in the Sun Belt, all right, Georgia State won.
They
a
won.
game.
Move on.
That's it anyway. Hey,
Congratulations. You beat
the-
probably the worst team in FBS.
the teams that were supposed to win, who had the easier games at home, took care of
You're
business.
talking about in the Sun Belt.
I'm just talking about Sun Belt now.
Okay.
Idaho goes out and gets beat 59-0.
Shocker.
Southern Cal is 2-0 against the
Sun Belt.
Again, Arkansas State played a great game. Got Missouri to come to their place. Now Missouri's running back
And
got
their
hurt.
quarterback get hurt? or-
Their quarterback got Arkansas State's
Right.
did Knighton, I believe his name is, and pulled a calf muscle on him, so they had to go with their redshirt freshman at the end of the game. Made it quite tough. So anyway, it picks up a little bit this week. A few teams are off. Georgia Southern, of course, gets ready to play the Citadel, 6 o'clock. Citadel 2-0 on the season. Beat Western Carolina this past
I think
weekend.
it's going to be any better because I get so sick of playing those guys when Georgia Southern has a good team.
Look at your colors, by the way.
I know. Well,
I'm worried about you.
I won't wear them on game day.
I mean,
Nate.
anyway,
It's Georgia Southern blue and Citadel.
you got it all. You got it all. All right, just run down. By the way, I go into the press box
Yes.
on Saturday night, and of
They
course,
let you in there still?
that wasn't nice. Well, I'm telling you, I can.
I thought they only do that for volleyball games.
That's the other problem. Okay, so I did go to the volleyball game on Saturday, but I go in there. Of course, our new SID. He's really busy. He's watching Virginia.
Media Relations Director. Come on.
He's watching Virginia Tech, his
Yeah.
school, on to see how they're doing.
Yep.
They're winning, and I see our old guy. Barrett's back.
Barrett's back.
Told me he didn't leave. He's right here. He just went to a different area in the school.
That's right.
And then they asked me, what was wrong with you? And I said, what do you mean? We saw you at volleyball earlier today. And I said, okay. They said, we thought you were lost. We were going to send security over. I actually went to the volleyball game.
I'm going to send you with a camera next
I
time.
know my digs and kills now. They told me the girl from Chicago State, a Samoan, 6'5", I won't give you her weight. But anyway,
She's a big gal.
I felt sorry for her.
Could she have played football? Man?
I felt sorry because she couldn't stay in very long, in and out. But And that was the only match that Georgia Southern.
What are they? The
ended up winning.
Bears? What are they? What's Chicago?
Chicago State?
Yeah.
Don't ask me that now. I was going to bring
Come
my
on.
program. I was trying to study all that. You know
All
what
right.
I thought, though? You see the parents there. You see the kids that traveled here from Chicago. They had a lot of teams in over the weekend. You know, they're playing. A lot of them are on trying to they get some scholarship money.
Yeah.
And they work at it hard. So,
Great.
again, I had a good time.
Nobody's putting down volleyball. Usually Georgia Southern
No,
gets
they-
a pretty good crowd
Yeah,
for their home
and of
game.
course, you know, Mike Curry's daughter plays on the team, and I've known
That's
her
true.
for a long time also. Hey, the golf team.
Hey, how about them? First place in Kiowa.
That's good, though, right?
My buddy Chad Averett took Evan because Kentucky was playing and Georgia Southern was there. Pretty good field, and Georgia Southern, I think they were third maybe after day one. They've got a transfer that came in and
Cody O'Toole,
played really well.
who finished second. You know, I'm thinking over the years, we've had a few junior college players,
Yeah.
but not a lot.
Not
A
a
lot
lot.
of our guys have been four-year guys. But listen, that's beat a pretty good field.
That's true.
You know,
They had
so-
some good teams. Charleston was kind of hosting it, I guess.
Yeah, College of Charleston finished second, I believe, and Georgia Southern beat a good field there. So they get to go back to the course they won on, I think, in 2 weeks at the Sun Belt down in Destin.
Yep.
So that's their next event there. And I guess women's golf will be going up pretty soon, too.
That's going to be exciting. I had to go out and do some preview on them, Nate. We hadn't
That's
seen
it.
them.
All right. Another quick reminder, our friends at Family Internal Medicine, they're accepting new patients. That's Dr. Sergio Dalsenia and the staff. They're located in the Cotton Ridge Plaza on Fair Road. You can call them at 681-8488. Lots of highlights coming up next on Upon Further Review. The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. And it's time now for our high school segment. It's presented by Ogeechee Technical College. We'll look at highlights from a couple of games over the weekend, but first this reminder, as I've been telling you, the new Flex Ed program starts on the 21st.
It's not that kind of flex.
Not exactly. This is where you can complete a semester's work in only 10 weeks.
How about it?
If they only had this when I was in
I
school.
was just thinking the same thing.
Boy, oh
Nate.
boy. Check out the Flex Ed program. It starts in a week at the 21st. Contact the folks at Ogeechee Technical College. Well, we had three of the teams in action. You went to see ECI play Portal.
We had one in Bulloch County, 1-0. One that was a little far away
Yep.
that they won, the Gatewood in Edenton, was a barn burner
That's
up
right.
there. And we have highlights from Portal as well. Not a lot of highlights, unfortunately. Let's get out and see how things went. The Portal Panthers traveling just down the road to Twin City to take on their longtime rival ECI before a good crowd. We pick things up in the first quarter. ECI wasting no time as Ricky Lee breaks tackles and goes 47 yards for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead. Portal trying to fight back. Going up the middle with Darius Huff fighting ahead for 19 yards and a first down later. It's Jake Brown to Dylan Baker who gets deep, but that drive would stall. Back come ECI and Rhett Gay to Deshaun Steele for the touchdown. It's 12-0. Then in the second quarter, David Durden on the reception. Portal trying to make something happen, but Brown's pass is intercepted inside the 5. Back comes ECI, and again it's Lee breaking tackles, going in for the touchdown. It's 25-0 ECI at this point. The Bulldogs looking for more just before the half. But the interception by James Williams, he gives it right back to ECI. We go to the break with ECI leading 25-0. To the second half we go. The Bulldogs adding to it as David Durden breaks free, goes 30 yards for the score. It's 32-0 at this point. The Portal Panthers finally break the shutout here in the fourth as Craig Ware will get outside, and he's gone 58 yards for the score, but this far too little too late. Portal falls 52-7. The Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets still in search of their first win of the season as they host Bryan County, looking for a little revenge from last year's loss, and things start out well for the home team as Chase Walker gets free and he goes 65 yards for the touchdown, and it's 7-0 Yellow Jackets. The Southeast Bulloch defense pitching a first half shutout. Desmond Porter running down the quarterback here for the sack behind the line. The Redskins continuing to have their offensive issues. Here the ball on the ground, and they'd be forced to punt. Into the second quarter we go. 4th and 4. Bryan County goes for it, but Irving Jones helping on the hit for a loss. Southeast Bulloch takes over on downs just before the half. Chase Walker busts free for 13 of his 200 yards on the night. Later from the 12, it's Walker getting free and going in for the touchdown as the Yellow Jackets open up a 14-0 halftime lead. We move to the second half, and Jalen Wells back to pass. Doesn't see anybody, so he tucks it, breaks a tackle, and then just runs past the Redskin defense for the 58-yard touchdown run. The Yellow Jackets extend the lead to 21-0. Bryan County not giving up. They break the schneid. Dominique Mock, 13 yards for the score, 21-7. But in the fourth, the Yellow Jackets on the move again. More Chase Walker, 20 yards here, just shy of the 5. From there, Wells keeps it himself to the left side and is in for the score, 28-7 Southeast. Again, back come the Redskins. Again, it's Dominique Mock, this time sprinting down the near sideline, 60 yards for the touchdown. Cutting back nicely. 28-14. The Yellow Jackets respond again. Walker, a tough 11-yard pickup here. And finally from the 2, no shocker, it's Walker. Southeast wins 35-21. Well, the one game we didn't have highlights, we mentioned Bulloch Academy wins what looked like a barn burner up in Gatewood. This week, Bulloch Academy hosting Memorial. You have Southeast Bulloch making one of only 2 road trips they got all year long. They're going to Dodge County, and South Effingham, who we saw beat up on Southeast Bulloch. Now they're coming to Statesboro High. Statesboro coming off that bye week. Portal off this Friday.
That's right. I get to do a game again. It feels like it's almost been a
Nate,
month.
You have got to get back on the ball.
I got to get back.
What's your record overall?
Let's not talk about that. Statesboro plays 8 straight weeks now, though. And this is going to be tough, but let's get out there on Friday night with South Effingham coming into town. All right, Josh got lots of highlights from an exciting Saturday night at Paulson Stadium. That is next on Upon Further Review. Tired of being tired? Do you start and end the day completely worn out? You may have obstructive sleep apnea. Dr. Lippincott at the Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro can give you an evaluation and explain the new non-invasive procedure that has helped so many in our area. Call for an appointment or be on the lookout for one of our free seminars. The Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro, part of Statesboro ENT, 120 South Zetterauer Avenue.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
We know how important your family is to you, which is why family medicine is so important to us. At TRICARE Family Medicine, we'll see that your family is in the best possible health. We offer a fun and friendly environment and are now accepting new pediatric and adult patients. Come experience the difference today. Let our family take care of your family at TRICARE Family Medicine. the official family practice of Georgia Southern Athletics.
Well, Josh, we talked about it in the opening, and you were on hand all afternoon and evening.
That's right.
To get all the highlights and post-game.
Luckily, nice and dry, and the Eagles came out to play. Let's get out there and see some of the highlights. The Georgia Southern Eagles hosting their first non-Sun Belt FBS team in school history before the fourth largest crowd in school history as Western Michigan came to town. The Broncos on the move early on. Zach Terrell, the first down pass here. But Eagle defense would stiffen as a host of Georgia Southern defenders, including Crystal Rosa, come on for the hit on third for no gain, so the Broncos have to settle for an Andrew Haldeman field goal and take a 3-0 lead. The Eagle offense unable to get anything going, but again, the defense picks them up. Deshaunte Gallen with the hit here. The offense finally gets on track. Freshman running back Wesley Fields getting the call, picking up 35 yards down the sidelines. Later, more Fields in the open field. He'd finish with 82 yards in the game. And then, no surprise, the first points of 2015 coming from Matt Breida from 9 yards out, and it's 7-3 Georgia Southern. The defense continues to apply the pressure. Former Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jacket Jamal Johnson with the hit for a loss. We move ahead to the second quarter. Georgia Southern still up 7-3. The next points come as the Broncos with the bad snap. The punter knocks the ball out of the end zone, and that's 2 for the Eagles on the safety. 9-0 Georgia Southern. Quarterback Fabian Upshaw looking much more relaxed under center here, picking up a big first down. He'd finish with 103 yards on the ground. That would lead a few plays later to Matt Breida from 4 yards away, and it's 14-3 Georgia Southern. A big night for Eagles safety Antonio Glover here coming up with the interception at midfield. This would lead to another give to Matt Breida. And this time, here he comes, Breida making up for last week big time, the 34-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take a 21-3 halftime lead. A beautiful sunset over Paulson Stadium and a beautiful offensive play for the Eagles to start the third. Matt Breida high-stepping his way out of trouble. He's gone. 70 yards on this one. Breida with the Abe Lincoln 4 scores. And he'd have 176 yards, 4 touchdowns on only 11 carries, 30-9 Georgia Southern. More from the Eagle defense. This time, the pass off the referee's head and into the waiting arms of Antonio Glover. Upshaw continues to impress under center, this time scrambling for the 17-yard pickup. That drive would stall, and Alex Hanks comes in for the field goal. The Eagles add a 1-yard L.A. Ramsby touchdown, and finally Glover with his third interception of the night. Georgia Southern goes on to win this one 43-17.
A huge win for the Eagles. We're very, very excited about this W. It's a long week. You know, we went up to West Virginia, didn't play particularly well, and you know, a lot of credit goes to them. I think, you know, barring injuries, they're going to have a fantastic season. And, you know, I mentioned it a couple times before. This might be the best opponent that's ever come into Paulson Stadium. You know, I kind of look back at some of the different teams that have come in here and played. You know, you had the App State teams that won the 3 national championships would be comparable, I guess. But this is a Division I program, Western Michigan. They've been playing Division I football for a long time. I'll tell you how long they've been playing Division I football. Bucky Wagner played against him as a quarterback at Ohio University. So they've been playing football there since Moby Dick was a minnow, if Bucky played against him. So this is a huge win. They played in the bowl game last year. This is big for our conference, Sun Belt versus the MAC, and I'm just proud of the guys and them being able to respond.
So after the game, everybody happy, everything's going well, and hopefully much of the same next week. Get a good crowd out there for the Citadel Bulldogs.
Who we have had
trouble with.
We have had trouble, you're right. I
Even when Georgia Southern's been ranked, you know, 1 or 2, and Citadel's not won a game, they always play well.
Yeah.
They're not going to be intimidated coming here, that's for sure.
Nope, and they do run an option offense.
They do.
So we'll have a little familiarity there, I guess. All right, back with some final thoughts in just a moment.
It's 2015 model sell-off at Franklin Toyota. Now is your best time to buy because every 2015 model must be sold.
At Franklin Toyota, save up to $6,000 off new Camrys or get 0 APR for 72 months.
Find it today at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
50 years. That's a lot of memories. And at Lee Hill & Johnston Insurers, we've been Statesboro's insurance people since 1963. Recognized as one of the leading agencies in Georgia, Lee Hill & Johnston is independent and offers a complete line of personal and business insurance for auto, life, home, and health. We'll shop companies to find the lowest premiums and best coverage for you, your family, or your business. Lee Hill & Johnston Insurers, the insurance people since 1963.
It's 2015 model sell-off at Franklin Toyota. Now is your best time to buy because every 2015 model must be sold.
At Franklin Toyota, save up to $5,000 off the new Prius or get 0 APR for 72 months.
Find it today at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Well, as we tape our show, the word came out earlier on Sunday. Moses Malone passed away earlier, a couple of weeks ago.
Daryl Dawkins.
And, you know, those were two guys. The big thing they were known for is they came right out of high school, and both of them larger than life.
Well, you know, and to me, I always remember the good battles between the Celtics, because the Celtics and the Sixers for such a long time was a great rivalry. And then it kind of turned into Celtics-Lakers after that. But for a long time, it was the 76ers and, you know, Andrew Toney and Dr. J and then those two. But it was tough to see both of those guys because, you know, I don't remember how old was Chocolate Thunder.
He was 56, I believe.
Yeah,
and Moses was
60 years
and
old.
it seemed like Moses Malone had played forever, though.
Well, he did. 95 was his, or I'm sorry, 95 I think was he played for the Spurs.
Yeah. So I mean,
he came up out of high school.
Right.
So yeah, and he had a lot longer career than Dawkins did.
All right. We haven't talked much Major League Baseball on the show.
There's a reason.
Yeah, I've had a hard time with the Braves.
Red Sox,
but the Mets,
much better.
What a story with the Mets, though.
Pretty cool.
And
they got Cespedes, and they've just went crazy.
They're as hot as anybody, and that's what usually takes at the end of the season. I just wanted to get a quick take from you. Now with Big Papi hitting number 500, which he was going to get to sometime or other, where does he rank in your mind as some of your all-time Red Sox?
He's the biggest clutch player in Red Sox history, in my opinion. Biggest clutch player, 500. You know, it's great, the numbers, but he's been there for 3 World Series. He's the only guy that's done that.
Maybe the best personality, big
great.
smile.
Yeah, and you saw everybody wanting to hug him after. And by the way, Tom Brady, Red Patriots won too, Nate.
All right.
I didn't get that in. We taped before it.
Stop. I've already canceled my Sunday ticket. Anyway, all right, we'll see you with a lot more next time on Upon Further Review.
Join us again next time for Upon Further Review, brought to you in part by Ogeechee Technical College, Education with Purpose, and by Dr. Lincoln Lippincott with the Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro.